Amina Mensah was 20 years old, the only child of Dr. Kwesi Mensah and Madam Abina Mensah. They had built their wealth from nothing, working tirelessly to create a life of comfort and opportunity. Their home, Ashanti Hills Estate, was a symbol of their dedication, with lush gardens, towering palm trees, and a grand mansion filled with warmth and love. Amina's parents had always taught her to be strong, independent, and compassionate, despite the privileges their wealth provided. Dr. Mensah had 3 brothers, Kojo, Bafo, and Yo. Unlike him, they had never worked a day in their lives. Their lives were ruled by entitlement and laziness, and they had always depended on Kwesi to provide for them. Amina had grown up hearing her parents caution her against trusting them. Some people take more than they give, her father had said once, and family doesn't always mean loyalty. One rainy night, tragedy struck. Amina's parents were killed in a car accident while returning from a business trip. The news came like a thunderbolt. In a single moment, Amina's world shattered. She sat in disbelief at the hospital, staring at the empty chairs where her parents had been, struggling to comprehend that the people who had been her entire world were gone. The Mensah brothers wasted no time. Within days, they arrived at Ashanti Hills, acting concerned, offering empty condolences while secretly plotting to take control of the estate. "You can't possibly manage all this. It belongs to us now." Amina, grieving but not powerless, refused to yield. She had her parents' guidance, her legal documents, and her own determination. The uncles, enraged, escalated their efforts, taking her to court and claiming that by tradition and law, the estate should revert to male heirs. The courtroom battle was tense. The Mensah brothers hired expensive lawyers and presented every argument they could think of, from questioning Amina's capacity to inherit to falsely accusing her of mismanaging her parents' affairs. Amina faced them quietly, listening to their lies and smirks without letting them see her fear.
"I don't know if I can handle all this pressure. You've got this. We'll figure it out together."
Her lawyer, a sharp and experienced woman, countered with evidence. There were signed wills, bank statements, and recordings of Dr. Mensah declaring that Amina was the sole heir to everything he and his wife had built. She presented the judge with stories of her parents' sacrifices and Amina's own character, showing that she was not only legally entitled but fully capable of managing the estate. Outside the courtroom, Amina faced moments of despair. The weight of grief and the pressure of the trial threatened to crush her. But she found strength in memories of her parents, her mother's gentle voice saying, "Stand tall, my daughter. No one can take your light," and her father's wise words, "You are capable of anything." She remembered their teachings and their love, and it renewed her resolve. The trial reached its climax when Uncle Bafo, in a desperate and shameful attempt, accused Amina of using witchcraft to manipulate her parents into leaving everything to her. The courtroom gasped, and tension filled the air. But the judge, unmoved, listened carefully to every piece of evidence. In the end, justice prevailed. The judge ruled decisively, Amina was the rightful heir. The Mensah brothers had no claim to the estate. Everything belonged to her. The uncles were humiliated, forced to leave the courtroom in silence. With the estate secured, Amina turned her attention to healing and purpose. She transformed Ashanti Hills into a place of empowerment, creating programs and scholarships to help young African women achieve independence and success. She hired staff, managed businesses, and oversaw philanthropic projects, honoring her parents' legacy through action and compassion. Though she had faced loss, betrayal, and fear, Amina had emerged stronger. She had inherited more than wealth, she had inherited resilience, wisdom, and the courage to stand for what was right. In her heart, her parents' voices continued to guide her, reminding her that no one could ever take her strength away. Amina walked through the gardens of Ashanti Hills one evening, the sun setting behind the hills, painting the sky in golds and purples. She breathed in deeply, finally at peace, knowing that the legacy of her family would live on through her, and that she had proven to the world, and to herself, that she was more than capable of rising above any challenge.